Alright guys, welcome back. Here we are with the actual farming video. Chosen one account, Engineer Tunnel 10. Introduction to that has just been uploaded. We are gonna barge today for 2 or 3 hours, see how much loot we can get. Goal is to get 8 million elixir and 20,000 dark elixir. Let's see what we can do with barge inside the Crystal League. By the way, level 5 barbarians and level 6 archers. So that's gonna be fun. Let's head out there, find a couple of awesome raids. Okay guys, so I found the first base I'm gonna hit. You're probably actually the second one. I just hit one already with a little bit of dark elixir. So for this one you may think, why attack this base? Doesn't have a lot of loot. That's true, but as I said, farming is tough on this account with low level troops in a low level league. So this one has an outside town hall, so we can probably just drop 4 barbarians on it unless he has Teslas, which he doesn't. Get the town hall. As you can see, there is loot in the dark elixir storage, so we are going to get a bit of dark elixir from that, and then also get the league bonus, which of course has a bit of elixir. Other than that, we are just going to test if it is worth to drop more troops on this base. So this one right here, we are just gonna test this elixir pump and see how much elixir we're gonna get from it. So we were at 211,000. Looks like there is not a lot of elixir in the pump, so we are not gonna waste any other troops on elixir pumps for this base. However, we have a couple of dark elixir drills which we can access. If in case you guys did not know this, dark elixir drills, you can always steal more dark elixir from a dark elixir drill than you can steal elixir from an elixir pump. So we are actually going to snipe off all 3 of those drills and hopefully get about 300 or 400 more dark elixir from it. And I think we should, and by that this raid is definitely going to be worth for just investing a couple of barge troops for decent amount of dark elixir. That's just how you have to farm in low leagues with low level troops. So got the first drill out of the way. We already have, I think this base had about 900 dark elixir if I'm not mistaken. So by sniping the town hall and getting that first drill, which was actually lower level than this one right here, we already got about 300. So I'm assuming we are gonna get about 300 more from this drill. Let's see if I am correct or not. Yeah, well, it looks like it's not going to be exactly 300, but definitely going to be a little bit. So let's wrap up this raid. As you can see, 400 dark elixir and a little bit of elixir, so did not waste any elixir. And as I said, I want to get my archer queen today as quickly as possible. And these are the types of raids that you sometimes have to do. 400 dark elixir is solid for me if I can do that 10 times. I already have a nice amount of dark elixir as well, so that's just how we do it. By the way, training up the new barge, and we are gonna head right out again. Obviously, being boosted on 4 barracks, I can attack back to back to back to back. So that's why I'm already tempted to attack this base again, just because it has 265,000. Yeah, I think there's gonna be Teslas here. I am assuming. No Teslas. Okay, that's extra sweet then. So what about that archer tower? Can we even snipe this town hall? Yeah, we can snipe it. So only gonna have to drop 4 archers, and there's gonna be a nice amount of loot in this. I'm just gonna drop a couple more archers just so it doesn't take so long for you guys. But usually I would only drop 4 archers, snipe off this town hall, and you are gonna have to see how much loot we are going to get, because we are gonna get about, I'm gonna say 40,000 or 50,000 elixir from this one. And that's how it is in these low leagues. You can actually snipe town halls down here. So some people would think town hall sniping is out of the game, but it's actually not, because down here there are still bases with loot in the town hall and with town halls outside. And obviously with the loot in the town hall nowadays, you get loot from it. So as you can see, 50,000 elixir, and I would have been able to do that with like 5 archers. So that's just how, and once again 124 dark elixir, which is actually okay as well. So that's just how you farm down here. You do a lot and a lot and a lot of raids. Actually, I want to see how many raids I'm going to do today. So I have 56 attacks won right now. So let's keep that number in mind and check back at the end of the video how many attacks I will be doing in 2 or 3 hours, because I say it's going to be an insane amount. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to be back with the next raid in the next interesting base that I'm gonna find. Don't know how long it's gonna take, so I'm gonna cut the recording here and be right back. Actually guys, I just cut the recording and I found a base that I wanna hit again. So 180,000 elixir is fine by me. once again the town hall is outside, so we're gonna snipe off the town hall. Gonna get these two elixir pumps up top over here. It's always good to know how much elixir you're gonna get from a pump, and I think I'm gonna get about 30,000 from these two pumps over here. Let's see if I'm correct. Yes, that was pretty accurate, actually even more than that, about 40,000 elixir from those two pumps. So as you can see, we have 4 more pumps down here, plus 2 dark elixir drills, and almost the entire dark elixir that is left in this base is going to be in these 2 drills. I can just assume that by the way, by how full they look. So they are pretty full, and these low-level drills don't store that much, so pretty much all of the 672 dark elixir is going to be in that. Yeah, I want to take out the heroes in the beginning here, just so that my troops are going to be able to spread even. You always want to have, with these, if you're hitting a flat side of a base like I will be in this case, you want to have a pretty even spread of your barbarians and archers, just to be able to apply a lot of DPS in a lot of places. I'm using 4 fingers, 4 fingers to deploy the barge, by the way, in this case. So yeah, as you can see, it's working out pretty nicely. We are definitely going to get the drill on the right. We're gonna get both pumps and the other drill as well. As you guys can see, I was correct. Almost the entire dark elixir was in the pumps, so we got over 600 dark elixir for this one, 180,000 elixir, and since we are boosted on 4 barracks with barge, we can head out and do the same thing again, and that's how you attack with an engineered account. That's how you farm. It's rough, it's not the biggest raids in the world, but still it's pretty fun to me. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be. We are probably gonna have a couple of amazing raids somewhere in between as well, with like 300 or 400,000 loot, but we're gonna have to see. Other than that, it's just grinding, guys. It's just grinding, and to me grinding is fun, so this account is very fun to me. And yeah, I'm gonna be back whenever I find the next base to raid. Having some pretty good luck right now, guys, not gonna lie. Actually, back only a couple of seconds later, found our first amazing dead base with 300,000 loot. A little bit tough, since a couple of those pumps are in the core, but I'm still pretty confident on it. We have balloons in our clan castle, so we're gonna be able to use those. We're gonna start off with sniping those 2 drills at the top right here, because I don't want to attack with a big force at the top. I just want to get those pumps out of the way, and then let's see how we can make our way into the core. So I'm not really worried about the mortars. The wizard tower is going to be much more threatening, so we're probably going to take out the wizard tower. By the way, I don't care about gold at all. I cannot upgrade very many buildings with gold, so yeah. This mortar over there is actually max for Tunnel 8, so it's going to do quite a bit of damage. Let's take out this mortar and this king over here before we start our main assault. We're going to be using balloons over here to get that wizard tower out of the way, and then let's just move in with our barge. So we're actually going to use the king as well and a couple of wall breakers in this case, just because we need to get into this base over here. This is going to be a pretty good entry spot, and we are probably going to get, I want to say we're going to get, the king is walking, that's not ideal, but I want to say we are going to get the entire loot. I'm actually going to spend 3 more wall breakers because it's worth it for this base, and I definitely want to break my archers into the core to be able to take out that last drill. I'm even debating using a heal spell, but I don't think I'll need it. Barbarians are going to take out that mortar that is being pesky over there, and that's going to be it. We are going to get the entire loot of this base, guys, and that's how you can even break into bases with barge, with a bit of help of max balloons in the clan castle. And yeah, by the way, I would like to win all my raids today. That's one of the goals. We're probably not going to, but by the way, 300,000, that's amazing. We're probably not going to, but I would like to be a little, and the league bonus as well, or the loot bonus I should say. Train up some new wall breakers, level 3 wall breakers OP, by the way. I would like to win all my raids because I ideally would like to be higher in trophies. So as you guys know, I'm about 1,200 right now. Ideally, I would like to be between 1,400 and 1,600, I want to say, because I think that there's a lot more dead bases over there for Tunnel 10s. But yeah, it's very tough to maintain trophies or get trophies with such low-level troops. That's why I'm going to try to win all my raids, and once again, just reach my goal by a massive amount of attacks, not a very good attacks, or very powerful attacks in particular. So yeah, that's sort of the goal. I'm gonna get myself some clan castle troops, whenever the army is ready, gonna head out for the next one and be right back with you. And we're back already. I just had to sneeze really bad, guys. This is how you farm Dark Elixir with low-level Barch in low-level leagues as a Town Hall 10. So once again outside Town Hall, which is nice, but I would have hit this base anyways. As you can see, drill's pretty full, all 3 of those, and I'm assuming almost the entire Dark Elixir is going to be in the drills. So I think we're going to be able to steal over 1000 Dark Elixir from this base, which would definitely be awesome. The king is being pesky, need to take that guy out, but looks like we have already reached the first drill and we are going to get it momentarily over here. And I'm not quite sure if I want to take out or distract the queen. We're gonna decide on that in a moment while we take out this second drill over here. That's pretty much gonna be GG for the second drill. Yeah, we got the second one already. Take a look, we already stole over 1000 Dark Elixir, guys. Haven't even touched the third one. I'm actually gonna take out the queen in this case, just because she stepped outside of her outside of the defenses so nicely over there, and then spam the barge on that last drill, get it out of the way. Actually gonna put down the king for a bit of tanking, gonna wrap up the raid shortly after. The king is not gonna take any damage, and obviously the 1 gem hero boost intact, so yeah, for that reason king is gonna be healthy very quickly again. Take a look, guys, 1800 Dark Elixir. Did not even lose Elixir because I got a little bit, so yeah. That's how you farm Dark Elixir in these low leagues. Humongous loot alarm, guys. Why am I not sitting in the middle, by the way? Just had to put on a sweater. I think I've got a cold, so that's awesome. But we're gonna raid the space. So, as you can see, 400,000 in Elixir. So it's obviously a dead Town Hall 9 over here, which is pretty much the most awesome thing I can find. Except, of course, a rush Town Hall 10 with even more loot, so we're gonna have to ignore this Dark Elixir drill over here. I cannot get that one for this raid, unfortunately, but it's all good. And we are gonna get the entire rest. So we can probably use our balloons as well in this base whenever we take out those 2 air defenses. Actually, my recording is so laggy. I hate air server. Probably gonna have to get myself a capture card or something. Air server is just not reliable, guys. I cannot recommend it, unfortunately. I thought it was a pretty awesome solution, but it turns out that it is not. So a little bit of a rant over there, but I'm really annoyed right now by air server. Whenever your Wi-Fi has sort of a little bit of a lag, it doesn't work and stuff like that. It's just, air server is freaking awful. It's cheap, but yeah. In Germany there's a saying, you buy something cheap, you get something cheap as well, so that's what air server is all about. I'm not gonna cut this out, by the way, however, I don't care how laggy the replay is, because I kinda wanna show it. Thanks for nothing, air server. I'm gonna leave the graphics up on the screen just for a second, just so you can see. I just stole 400,000 Elixir and 362 Dark Elixir, that's awesome. But yeah, it's just tough for me whenever the technique doesn't. Take a look at how long that loading screen takes. Anyways, I'm gonna try to come up with nice content for the rest of this video without lag, and I don't know how yet, but gonna make it work somehow. Okay, guys, we are just about wrapping up our number 1 with another raid of 243,000 Elixir. Let's head back to base. And we are gonna be able to see that we already locked onto 2.9 million Elixir, so only 1 million away from our first barracks. So we should definitely be getting that done within 3 hours of farming, I think. 28,000 Dark Elixir, so 12,000 away from our Archer Queen, which is also fairly close. I'm motivated. Let's put another hour and see how much we can get. Alright, guys, so the second hour of boost is over. I'm actually gonna call it quits right here, because the second hour hasn't been as lucky as the first one. I've been struggling a little bit, but we got 40,000 Dark Elixir, we got 4 million Elixir, so we can now fulfill our plan, at least start one of our barracks. And yeah, air server is really tough on me as well. I hope that it's going to work out for a little bit right now. I'm checking all the time, just so that I can show you the end of this video. So let's go to shop, to armory, get ourselves the Archer Queen for the first time ever. There we go, 40,000 Dark Elixir. I hope that worked out. I think it did. So yeah, we got the Queen now. Feels good, man. Got the last offensive. Whatever, we've got the Queen. And then we are going to start one of our barracks. Let's go with this one right here. Start it and unlock the miners. So in 10 days the miners are going to be unlocked. I'm going to research them in the laboratory whenever they are. Obviously work a little bit on our Queen, get her up to level 5 is maybe not as quickly as possible. I'm not gonna struggle that much with the Dark Elixir. I'm gonna keep focusing on Elixir for now because that's more important. Dark Elixir is gonna get easier to farm later. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today. You guys were able to see how BARCH as a Tunnel 10 in the low league works, what sort of bases you can find. As I said, the first hour really lucky, the second hour not as lucky with the raids, but also not really been focusing on it that much. I've been doing other stuff in the background. On this account I just like to casually farm while I do things. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it anyways, although it was a little bit of a struggle for me. So yeah, until the next one, I will see you all later. Peace out.